Hello YouTube and welcome to GrunfWorks Plays Naval Action, and in this episode of Naval Action Ships we will be taking a look at the Hercules, also known as Fregata Hercules or Fregata Nigra. I do apologize to my Spanish friends for utterly butchering the Spanish language, but yeah, I have no idea how to pronounce it, so I'm just gonna roll on with Hercules. Anyways, as you can see, I am fighting the two Trincomalis, battle rating 110 versus 540, which is completely equal and smart battle. And if you have watched my previous video, the smart and reasonable thing to do is what I did in the previous video. If you missed that out, there will be a link and the card in the description of this video. Otherwise, you will have exactly what happens, you will see how it goes, and I will give it my utmost to be triumphant against these two Trincomalis. Yes. How? I have absolutely no clue. Anyway, let's talk a little bit about the Hercules. I managed to dig up some information from Wikipedia, however it was in Spanish, and I used Google Translate, so don't butcher me if I am reading something completely wrong or ridiculous. But anyways, the frigate Hercules was the flagship of the second squad of the United Provinces of the Rio de la Plata, which in 1814 campaign under the commander of Guillermo defeated the realistic naval forces of Montevideo and made it possible to capture the square. Okay, well, this is clearly an Argentinian ship. It is not known for sure where it was built, although in general it was considered of Russian or even American origin. Formerly known as Duke of Palma, he later received the name of Hercules, which under the command of the Captain William Coffin, she entered the Buenos Aires on December 22nd, 1814 from Liverpool and consigned to Diego Britain. It was offered to sail to those responsible for assembling the second squad, Juan Larrea and Guillermo Pio White, by Captain John Goodfellow, his agent. Was acquired on December 27 of the same year at the state's expense for the sum of 25,000, each half cash and half the rest to be paid in documents against customs. Probably some bonds or something. He joined the squad of January 4, 1814 and was chosen as a flagship by the commander Guillermo Brown. The command was conferred on the Sergeant Major Ellis Smith. It is known for its Martin Garcia combat. On the March 10th, 1814, Brown's fleet attacked the realistic squadron commanded by Capitan Jacinto de Romarante, stationed on Martin Garcia Island. Brown's plan was to attack the Spanish line in front and rear. For these purposes, a division was made up of Fortuna, Carmen, and San Luis stood out, so that around the west of the starboard bank the Royalists fell on its rear while the main force attacked its front. Okay. The Royalists fell on the stern while the main force attacked its bow, I think. The division formed of the Hercules on the front left wing and the Zephyr, Nancy and Juliet on the right wing. At 13:30, without the flanking division still in position, Brown's squad at the forefront of Juliet, having the best practice, opened live fire on the Royalists and was immediately answered. The Argentinian captain tried to advance under fire on the enemy, but having lost her pilot, she veered on the west bank of the island and couldn't shoot and bow to the enemy, therefore suffering sustained enemy fire with heavy losses and unable to respond more than 3 guns, dedicating their brand guns to the batteries on the ground. Brown questioned his part in the way which the rest of the squad was conducted during the action, despite having made all the signs and having personally gone in my boat before 12 at night and urged to beg for your support, all of which provided useless. In this, the first and the bloodiest date of a Martin Garcia combat, Romarante successfully rejected the assault. There were 45 dead and 50 wounded, and the losses of the attacking force were high. They included Commander Elias Smith, that of the chief embarked troops, French Captain Martin de Jaume, and the second Lieutenant Robert Stacy, the Rumble Edward Price, and the sailors Richard Brooke and William Russell, and the cook Pete Brown. Bernard Campbell, who was the chief surgeon, had very difficult time treating the injured with inadequate means of care. Among these injured were Butler Thomas Richard and many more. At the dawn of the 11th, the fire restarted at 8:45 when the finally Hercules and its sails and shattered rigging, and 82 impacts on the hull, managed to escape from Varadura, taking advantage of the tide with the ratchet, and it was only usable to sail. Although ridden with shrapnel and bullets, she was able to leave the canal and retire by maneuvering for the brink of Palms. Hercules were placed with lead sheets under the waterline, and hull was covered with the leathers and pitch, so it was nicknamed Black Frigate. Obviously because it was just covered. After the repairs and only reinforcement of 49 men, Brown returned against all anticipation of the attack. On the March 15, in the amphibious operation, he took the island and forced the Marante squad to take refuge in the Uruguay River, definitely dividing the enemy forces and opening the way to the blockade of the city of Montevideo. Dividing combat. On April 17, Sergeant Major Ricardo de Baxter took over, who served until June 23rd, 1814. Yeah, there's actually a lot more to read, but I feel like utterly butchering the history or anything, as probably my Spanish viewers will confirm. So I'm gonna focus the rest on the combat. As you can see, I have tried to actually fight them, and I've been trying to fight them using one thing they had against them, and that was their heel. So I was going into the wind, attacking from the windward side, and hoping that their heel alone would prevent them to be able to fire it. And in some cases it was true, but since there were two, I wasn't able to get into the good firing position, or wasn't able to maneuver myself because their fire was utterly devastating. However, I managed to make some damage, scratch some paint on the lead Trincomalee, and managed to even take out the rudder on the second one, but only after sustaining heavy losses, as you can see from the Trincomalee behind me. So, guys, if you're watching this, the smart thing would be to just, you know, do what I did in a previous video. I won't spoil the video, because for those of you who haven't seen it, there's better tactics to fighting this, or there's better tactics to dealing with this situation. However, I'm committed to actually do something about it, and I figured, what the hell, might as well be, you know, issuing the repair order, see if we can repair anything and see if we can live to fight another broadside. Also, I was starting to evaluate my boarding capabilities, but with 180 sailors versus their... oh boy. Well, looks like boarding is gonna be, guys. Yes, wise tactical decisions by yours truly. Oh boy. Yeah. Right. Let's see if we can do some revenge damage. I was hoping that I will be able to catch this Trincomalee and board her by assigning people to the swords and muskets. But yeah, let's see what happens. Oh, come on, get there. Come on. Oh, you didn't. Yes, she did. And they actually started the fire because, yes. Okay, now let's try and be the fire ship. Let's just ram this Trincomalee and initiate the boarding action. Let's hope that we will be able to win ourselves a Trincomalee. Naively, even foolishly, but yeah. It's a worthy choice, because I mean the only other choice I have is to take Davy Jones's ship and name myself Orlando Bloom for some reason. But yeah, probably not. Anyway, let's see if we can do something against this guy, because I don't think we will last much longer. We are already sinking and we are on fire, and yeah. Let's see if we can at least, you know, board and offer some resistance. They're pulling. Prepare for boarding. We have half of their crew. Morale is high. Yeah, scratch that. Preparation is bad. No, it's not. Okay, this will be fun. Okay, what are we gonna do first? My guess is command next round. Brace. Yes, he's gonna brace. And I'm gonna fire the deck guns. Yes. He will be less prepared for that. He won't expect it. And I will win by... Oh, wait. I lost. Well, there you have it, guys. That's how you deal with the situation. Hope you liked the video and hope you don't mind me losing the battle utterly and completely ridiculously. But that's it, guys. Thank you very much for watching. This is GrunfWorks and see you in another video.